Persona 5 is already one of the best video games ever made, so unsurprisingly, when you add 30 hours of content that includes a new character, new confidants, a new challenge mode, quality of life and localization improvements, the result is that a terrific game has only been made better. Hi, I'm David of the Thirsty Mage, and I'll be taking you through everything that's new in Persona 5 Royal. The flagship JRPG from Atlas that stole our hearts in 2017 is set to repeat that feat in 2020, but don't worry, this overview will be spoiler-free. Let's start off with one of the most publicized additions, and that's the new playable character in Kasumi, a first-year Shujin Academy transfer student who joins the school at the same time as Joker, but with much different expectations. In contrast to the rumors of a criminal past that plagued Joker upon his arrival, Kasumi enters the school as both an honor student and a star athlete.
There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the top of the list.
She's often referred to as the skinny smart girl, and she's integrated into the existing story right away, meeting Joker in random encounters both inside and outside of the school. She's not immediately playable apart from a brief moment during the intro scene, so you'll have to wait a little bit before getting a chance to utilize her as an ally. Luckily, Kasumi is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to new additions to Persona 5 Royal. Starting off in the first palace, we're introduced to a number of new additions that improve on the gameplay. Let's start with the battle mechanics. Unlike in the original, ammo for your weapons resets at the end of a battle, allowing you to empty your clips as often as you like. Why is this important? Well, in practice, this allows you to conserve SP against weaker enemies, so that you'll be able to extend your stay within the palace. The addition of health items that can only be used when in safe rooms also provides additional support to extend your stay. More time to explore the palaces is welcomed as additional areas have been added, as well as hidden collectibles called will seeds. These will seeds are worked into the story as part of the distorted desires, but practically speaking, when all 3 seeds have been located, they combine into a helpful item to assist with your infiltration. In the case of Kamoshida's castle, the 3 seeds of lust combine into a charm that, when worn by a character, grants the user with a medium health recovery ability. So now you're probably wondering, how are these new areas implemented into the existing palaces? Well, these new locations are added into the existing framework and are accessible with the new grappling hook that Morgana outfits onto Joker. An indicator will show where Joker can use this grappling hook, and by looking for an anchor point, Joker can transport to these new locations. So this sounds like a lot, but we still haven't gotten through everything new that's in the palaces. New enemy types walk the halls and provide a slight wrinkle into battle strategies.
Be careful. If my prediction is correct, that one's a bit problematic for us.
Disaster demons can randomly appear and must be dealt with early on to avoid devastating attacks. Upon their defeat, they explode, damaging the other demons around them. But if left unchecked, they can take down the Phantom Thieves in rapid succession. Even the bosses have been given a slight spit shine in Persona 5 Royal, with new attacks and phases that provide a slightly different experience for those that have already played the original. I wouldn't say they make the boss battles any more difficult, but they do provide a nice little bonus content to add to the experience. Speaking of bonus content, the Velvet Room also has a brand new challenge mode that provides bonus items for those worthy of completing the trials. The Phantom Thieves will take on waves of enemies as they try to survive and reach high scores to receive bonus items and equipment. On top of that score challenge, bonus conditions are also available to maximize your rewards. As you're probably noticing, a lot of attention to detail has been put into Persona 5 Royal, and that extends into the localization. One of the criticisms of the original Persona 5 were the many awkward phrases and text that seemed to get lost in translation. Upon release, I'm sure the full extent of just how many changes have been made will become evident, but I can say that even early on, there was a noticeable improvement and replacement of some of the broken English dialogue that had occurred. I've already gone through a lot, but there's still a ton of additions that I won't get into detail in this video so that we can avoid spoilers. As the game progresses, new confidants become available, and more story content is added as a new school semester with additional endings that develop character arcs further offers up to what Atlas confirms is approximately 30 more hours of gameplay. An area called the Thieves' Den contains all your rewards and access to cutscenes to view again, and you can even play cards with some of your favorite Phantom Thieves there. What all this adds up to is the best way to experience Persona 5. Whether you're looking to replay the story again, or you're just jumping in for your first go, Persona 5 Royal takes one of the best games ever made and improves on it, and that's certainly important for a game that you're likely to invest about 130 hours into. We here at the Thirsty Mage understand that video games are expensive, and many of those that already own the original may not be planning to pick up Persona 5 Royal, but they really want to see what the new content is all about. Luckily for those folks, we'll be doing a weekly series that shows the new content in chronological order. If you can't pick up Persona 5 Royal right away, don't worry, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out on any of the new content as we post it. Thank you very much for watching our video. If you're a fan of JRPGs, or RPGs in general, make sure to check out thirstymage.com. Not only are we expanding our YouTube content, but we've got a weekly podcast that covers both new releases and retro games alike. Nothing makes your daily commute or weekend listening more enjoyable than hearing a group of friends gush over some of the best titles RPG gaming has to offer.